Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Off the Couch. Shelly and Ant here today, two therapists, and today we're going to be having a quick chat about the top 10 Netflix movie, Apex.
We are. Is it still in the top 10? I watch it.
It is still in the top 10, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's talking about it, it seems, at the moment. I mean, I know
Seems
Netflix,
quite popular.
Yeah, it is. I know Netflix do often pick a winner, don't they? They knock out the talkable, chattable films often. But, yeah, what do you think? What are your first impressions?
I guess, first of all, you think, horror. I'm like, is it a horror? Is it a thriller? Bit of both. There are things about it that are horrific, but that's only a real small part of the film. It is, I guess, more aimed at being a thriller than it is a horror. I mean, what are your thoughts along that line?
That's maybe one of the criticisms of it. Was it a thriller or was it a horror? I kind of think it got confused a bit with itself, what it was. I mean,
yeah.
I personally think it should have stayed as a thriller because one of those, I think we need more of those 90s kind of thrillers. I think we don't get enough of them these days. They're always a great Saturday night film, but when it started bringing in the darker stuff about being a cannibal and eating livers of some poor bastards going through the Aussie outback, I mean, yeah, I don't know. It kind of lost me a bit.
I wasn't expecting it, so it was a little bit of a twist in that respect. I hadn't made the link, spoilers, I hadn't made the link that the jerky was people, I hadn't made that link. No, so I was a little bit shocked. I'm not too sure what I thought about the whole teeth thing. I don't know if I felt like that, was it necessary? I don't know what kind of relevance it had to other than the fact that he mentioned about the tribes that sharpen their teeth.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of highlighting that he was maybe a part of some tribe that his mum put him through. I mean, yeah, there was obviously a lot of trauma there. I mean, of course, why wouldn't you be if you're going to be like an absolute psychopath like he was? But yeah, maybe it was a bit of a needless segue again with the teeth. I mean, I suppose it was just trying to creep out the audience, wasn't it? When those little creepy railings he had buried below his veneers. So yeah, I mean, what did you think of his performance though? I mean, he's a good actor, isn't he, Taron Egerton?
He's, fantastic. I thought he was brilliant. He was creepy in a funny way, but it was just, he was unhinged. Unhinged. But yeah, I think his performance makes the film.
You think it carries the film, do you?
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. I would say I was a fan anyway, but I wasn't, I don't want to be really critical, but I wasn't a massive fan of Charlize Theron in that film.
No.
I didn't feel like her character was very likeable at all.
I suppose it's quite an insipid character, wasn't it? I know she struggling with grief, but then yeah, she didn't. I suppose it's a bit harsh for me to say what is grief, how do you sum up how someone should be shown when they're grieving, but she didn't seem that arsed, being honest, losing her loved one, and then she's going off mooching.
No, I guess you're right, it didn't really show her grief, did it, or her struggle. I did like the bit that when she was sat down before she realised what was going on, and her and Ben, his name is in the film, isn't it? Her and Ben are talking, and they talked about being on their own because it gets them away from having to spend time with other people. Yeah. And obviously, there are people like that, where socialising feels exhausting. So I thought that was quite nice to bring that up, and that, people do struggle with that. People do want to be on their own, and maybe that, in her way, was her grief process. She needed to be on her own, and that was, part of it.
Yeah, and obviously she was a massive adrenaline junkie, wasn't she? And I don't know, maybe she's just born that way, or maybe something ever happened to her to make her want to chase the thrill. I'm not too sure, but I suppose that was realistic. The fact that when people are hurting, when they've suffered either trauma or grief, that they do some crazy things. But then she's always been doing it anyway, hasn't she? So. She has, but maybe she took more risks than she normally would because she's not. Her mind's not in the most stable place. No. That's a good point. I mean, The start of it was quite daring, wasn't it? When on the cliff edge and the
I was shocked, yeah.
little air mattress, and yeah, what a gig for Eric Bana. I mean, he must be laughing with that, getting a cash check for a 10 minutes work. Great stuff. But
honestly, I was like, you can't drop him, and I will admit, I was on the edge of my seat at that point. I was like, don't drop him. Well, yeah, and obviously she did. Yeah.
Yeah, he was termite food at the end, wasn't he? But yeah, it was. I like Eric Bana, and I was ashamed to see him go, but then I kind of knew.
Yeah, no, I like Eric Bana as well. Yeah. So it was, yeah, and this is it. It had some real good cast members in the film, like that. We had some big names. We
did, but I just think overall there was something lacking, a bit of an emptiness there.
Yeah. I liked the storyline. I even liked, the whole eating the people sort of thing. Like, I thought that was really horrific. I quite liked that. But yeah, I think we would have enjoyed it better if it was like pick a lane. Like, are you a horrific horror or are you thriller on the edge? And I think I would go more with you. Keep it to the thriller.
So, more a cannibalistic thriller you were looking for, or just a straight up thriller?
Just a straight up thriller would have been better.
Cannibalistic thriller.
What do you think?
Sounds like a good band, doesn't it? Cannibalistic thriller. Yeah, I think thriller. I preferred it to stay a thriller. I'd preferred a bit more cat and mouse kind of aspect to it. I found it lost its way when they got back together in the middle, and it kind of went on from there, didn't it? I'd preferred more of a chase, but then I like those kind of films. Yeah, there's psychopathy in it. I think I think he did a good turn. I think he played it well.
And I think at times as well, I don't know if you noticed this as well, but it felt like a bit like she's almost talking to a child.
Yeah,
in a trying to manipulate him to think certain ways, and in some ways I think his behaviour was quite childish, and I was surprised when he got really injured. He wasn't worried about sobbing.
No.
That didn't really enter his mind.
No.
He wowed, didn't he, when he was hurt? He was really pissed off with her.
Yeah, he was fuming. He was fuming. I think that's a really good point, actually. He was very childlike, even for a menacing deviant as he came across. He was quite vulnerable, wasn't he? And trusting, too trusting, I think, which obviously made him see his demise. But what's your thoughts on the song choice, the dance? I know that's a common thing people are talking about. What do you think about that?
I liked it. No, I thought it was good. No, I liked it. Why did you not like the song choice on that, or?
To be honest, I haven't got much of a strong opinion of it. It was different. The dance was a bit hammy, a bit weird, but yeah.
But I think they would. Well, my opinion is they're just trying to show you just how unhinged he is, and obviously he's got no qualms over what he's doing. It's like, I'm enjoying this. Let me have a boogie.
Yeah, I mean, he seemed to enjoy it.
It's a game. Yeah. Literally, it is a game, and he thinks it's fun. And I loved that he thought as well, it's like, you chose this, I gave you the options, hard way or easy way, you chose hard. And is that how he resonates with his own mind, like in his own psyche, that it's okay to do what he's doing because he gave her the choice and she chose the hard way?
Yeah, there is that to it as well. I mean, it definitely was a game for him, wasn't it? And it's a game he'd played many, many times over, as we saw in his creepy little den of trophies. But yeah, I suppose I think we should end it there. It's not something we could spend too much time about. It's a 5.5, 6 out of 10. What do you reckon? Agreed?
Oh yeah, it's funny you should say. I was going 6 out of 10 would have been what I would have gone with. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, fair. Well, I think we'll
I don't think that's a bad score either. Especially when horrors and thrillers, I think they generally score lower than other movies anyway.
They do. I think it's changing these days. I think horrors are getting much more time in the sun and getting their flowers finally. But yeah, they do tend to get scored lower, don't they? But yeah, 6 out of 10 for me. Solid Saturday night film. Decent mental health connotations, but we've chatted a lot better, haven't we? And we're going to talk about a lot more films that display mental health in a successful way, I think.
Yeah. Absolutely. It definitely would recommend. But again, we'd love to hear what everyone else thinks. 6 out of 10. Are we being harsh? Are we being generous? What do you guys think? Please let us know in the comments, and like and subscribe.
Definitely. Thanks all. Take care. See you later.
Bye.